Go.
Okay, so we were big fans of Slashdot to start.
Right.
And Slashdot was I still think it's a cool website. I think they created the niche of what Dig's doing, or what Dig was doing, and what Reddit's doing today so well.
Right.
Is people bringing information to one location.
Right.
And Slashdot started it, and they deserve all the credit. As far as I know, they were the first. And then Dig came around, and me and you, we got into Dig for a while.
Yeah.
And then we moved on to Reddit, and we just heard that Dig got sold.
Right.
I don't remember how much was it? $5, $6? What was it?
It was very little.
Anyway, but we were like, wow. I mean, there are some people that are really devastated. They lived on Dig.
Right.
They were there all day long, submitting, conversing about topics. It was a huge thing. Dig was really big. Dig took Slashdot to the next level.
Yep.
And
they did a great job in the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was I would give credit to the Kevin Rose era.
Right.
And then as soon as he left, that's when it all went downhill. But the reason why what we're talking about today isn't really about Dig, but it's about, I mean, some people were devastated, and what website would you be devastated if you lost? What is the one place like you frequent? It's almost like you can't live without it.
Google, the search, not all their other things. If all their other things disappeared, I guess Gmail would bother me because I have all my mail on Gmail. But I think Google search is the number one for me, it's number one because a part of what my job is. My job is programming, so I'm constantly on there looking for information. Plus, if you think about it, the whole next generation, our kids' generation, they just want to know something. You just Google it. You go to Google. So I would say that until somebody creates a better search engine than Google, which I firmly believe is possible because I think Google's quality has been diminishing over the years, but it's still the best search engine, and so that one would be mine.
I was going to say Facebook, but you're right. Without Google, I have nothing. There isn't anything I don't do on anything I want. Any question I have in the world,
Yep.
I go straight to Google and I look it up.
Yep.
So that's my portal. If they were to go under, I can't imagine what I would do. It would be crazy. And that's number one. Gmail, obviously, is number two. I have everything in Gmail. I've put so much work into that to make sure I have my labels so everything gets sorted. All my mail gets sorted as it comes in. That's the backbone of my company. Just constantly communicating. And then I guess Facebook comes in because it's such a hub. It is my number one location to broadcast, blast, and just have conversations. It helps me get show ideas, and it helps me get my show out there to people. And Facebook is pretty big, but yeah, Google search, google.com is by far, I think, the number one website and backbone to the world.
Yep, I would agree. And Facebook for me, I'm not using it to communicate to an audience like you are. It's a way to keep vaguely in touch with friends. That's how I use it. So if it disappeared,
you like Reddit. You're a big fan of Reddit.
Yeah, I like Reddit. But if it disappeared, I wouldn't be devastated. I'd be like, oh well, I'll miss it. But it doesn't integrate with my life. It's an adjunct to my life, right? It's something I do when I'm bored. I'll go on Reddit. Or I'm trying to burn some time or wait for something to happen. I'll go on Reddit.
Or you're on the toilet.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go on my phone. I'll go on Reddit. It's a time killer. And it is entertaining. And I've actually learned a lot of things on Reddit too. So there isn't just a time killer. It's 90% time killer, 10% I use it for educational purposes. But yeah, there's other places to get that information. Reddit just does it really well. I'm not devastated that Dig's gone. It's sad, that they are gone, in my opinion.
They're coming back. They're coming back.
But Dig, in my opinion, the reason I went to Reddit was because Dig wasn't doing it for me. Dig felt like it was gamed. It felt like there were, too few people had too much control, and that kills it.
Right.
So, Facebook, don't care so much. Google Plus, is kind of I like more than Facebook actually, because I feel like it's a different type of discussion you have on Google Plus than Facebook. But
Right.
but there just isn't enough people on Google Plus. That's unfortunate. There's not enough discussion going on. There's a lot of people on it, but they're not using it enough. So that if that
Right.
disappeared, that wouldn't bother me. Yeah, I can't think of any. I can't even think of the second thing that would bother me. Oh wait, I take that back. YouTube. I think if YouTube disappeared, that would be your second. I think that should be your first. You completely forgot that YouTube was even a website.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of it that way.
I didn't either.
Wow. Yeah, no, I'd rather, honestly, I can use Bing. Bye Google. I'm going to use Bing and then YouTube is number one for me. You're right.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so
weird?
let's ask people to write down below what their number one is, okay?
All right, that's cool. I'd love to hear because maybe we forgot something, like ridiculously stupid like YouTube.
Yeah. All right, talk to you later, dude.
All right, man. Bye.